Hello, my name is Scott Garrison. You may remember me as Scott the Barber or just as Ron and Carla's son. I've been involved in our community since opening Scott's Barbershop on the southeast corner of 3rd and Main in 1998. Now I'm back in the same building as Garrison Financial. I started investing in my 20s. I invested through the dot-com crash and the Great Recession. I started caring for other people's money in 2018, and I truly enjoy sitting down with my clients, understanding their wants and needs as well as what keeps them up at night. Whether my friends just want me to invest a little of their savings or want me to work with their tax and legal professionals to strive towards optimal efficiency, we can do it all. I believe communication is key to helping my clients reach their goals. For if we are faithful over a few things, we shall be given more. Contact me at scott@soonerwealth.com. Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Garrison Financial and Cambridge are not affiliated. This communication is strictly intended for individuals residing in the states of Colorado, Nevada, Oklahoma, and Texas. No offers may be made or accepted from any resident outside the specific states referenced. Cambridge does not offer tax and legal advice.
If you build it, he will.
It's the Skinny on Sports Podcast with Aaron Cow.
I throw balls far. You want good words? Data language.
Talk real sports with a real man.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
And now, here's the be-all, end-all, know-it-all of high school, college, and pro sports. Aaron Skinny Cow with the Skinny on Sports.
We're talking about practice, man. I'm the MVP.
And a good Garrison Financial Friday morning out there, Western Oklahoma. Welcome to the Skinny on Sports, right here on 98.1 FM, The Sports Animal. Listen, it's a busy day. Scott's in the house. We're going to have Tyler McDowell of the Roundup for Jesus Rodeo Weekend coming up at 9:30. He'll tell us all about that. And spring sports galore to talk about. We may not even get to the cheating scandal. The what's it called? Gambling.
The baseball.
The baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not loud enough. The baseball
That's a new
gambling.
mic. You can
Oh, it's a
speak.
new mic?
Yeah, you can
Oh,
speak
okay.
a little. We
Okay.
took the other one for a field mic.
All right, 225-9698. Send us your text messages. Tell us what you saw yesterday. Let's get right to it. Scotty G is in the house. What's up, Scott?
Oh, just another day of it. Just beautiful weather and bring on spring, man. Had some nice rain and now the sun's coming out. My tomato plants are already coming up.
Are they really?
I already have some little blossoms going
It's amazing how quick plants will respond to just a little bit of rain like we've had.
There you go.
Isn't it crazy?
Maybe if you would actually pay Aaron a compliment here and there, maybe he would blossom like that.
Did you happen to hear him fat shaming me the other day?
I
on
did
the air?
hear that. I did. That's kind of
that
where I was going with that.
That is turning around my words. That's there's an expert in my house that does that, who just takes
I
the words
literally
and-
got done with the show and went into my office and cried.
Yeah. With a Snickers.
Yeah,
Like
well,
king-size
I had
Snickers?
I had some whipped cream that I was shooting in my mouth
Yeah,
to get past it.
Yeah, some cheese whip
Yeah,
with no crackers.
I mean, bonbons, just all of that kind of
You were-
stuff.
You're Dwight Goodman at the end of Dodgeball.
Yeah, that's exactly what I look like. Just not that long ago, I was looking like Scott, all fit and whatnot, and then you fat shamed me, and now here I am back to my old self.
That's what
Thanks a
that's
lot.
what I was trying to say. If he would just a little encouragement.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Just to be a little bit nice.
Man.
So what you got? What's going on today, Scotty?
I'm so excited. I'm at the office yesterday, and man, I'm at
You're sounding like Al Eschbeck too.
Oh, so I'm at the office yesterday, and here go the sirens, and here comes a bus, and I walk outside with the big elk flag, and I said, "So, which spring sport is this? Because it seems like they're all going to state." I mean,
Yeah.
Elk City and Merritt both really doing fantastic in all sports.
Yeah, let's see what we got. Girls tennis today. We've got track meets today. We had soccer last night.
Women's golf yesterday.
Girls golf finished up yesterday. Have you seen Clinton play soccer yet? The boys?
Yeah, they're really good.
I mean, two-time defending state champs. Obviously, you'd think they'd be pretty good, but then they waxed Chickasha yesterday, 3-1, back into the semifinals. Why are they?
Was that just for me? Was that?
No, I've got it written down
so
here.
Sweet.
Why are they so good?
Well, they've developed a program. I mean, That's it. That's
Starts
it.
from little kids on up.
We're trying to develop a program here and get things moving here, and things are going in a good direction right now. But I mean,
I've heard we have a super duper stud boys player.
I think we have a couple, but
Dude, I mean, I'm talking about younger.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know who you're
Justin
talking about.
Cook's son.
Yeah,
I heard he's a super duper stud.
yeah, he's pretty good.
Okay.
He's pretty good. No, there's a lot of great players, but too. Hey, who'd have thought? Tucker Garza,
Yeah.
it is incredible. I mean, and he didn't get to play. I don't know if I hope he's going to start playing again next year. We'll see. I don't know when he's going to get cleared for his knee, but yeah, we're getting there. That's my group that I coached.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he was on Sam's team. It was.
Now let me. How does it make you feel when you started coaching kids in like under 6, and now you look up and they're on the high school team?
So I have a great story about Tucker.
Okay.
But
We can't tell it here.
I'm gonna have to ask permission from him before I tell it.
If I were you, I would skip Tucker and go to Big Mike because I don't want Big Mike mad at me.
Well, I think Mike would laugh about it, but I don't want to embarrass Tucker. So yeah, no, I've got a few stories about a bunch of those kids. We had a lot of fun. We won. We beat Clinton every time.
Now,
With that team.
That's what I'm talking about.
We won three district championships and beat Clinton every time. So yeah, that's just what Garrisons do.
What I'm hearing here is Scott ought to be the head soccer coach in the high school.
Yeah, no, those guys know a lot more about the game than I do.
Is that not what you heard, Jared?
I heard something like that. He's going to be that guy in the stands, right? We all know that guy.
Oh yeah.
With that guy, what is?
So when they're playing, they hear Scott's voice and
I'm
they
that guy.
harken back. They harken back to their 8-year-old years and look up and go, "What do we need to do, Scott?"
I might have had a coach in the past turn around and give me the signal to calm down a little bit.
Do the whole give you the shush finger.
Did you see that? Did you see the Little League town division whatever in New Jersey that if you get kicked out of the game, you have to ump 3 games before you can come back as a spectator?
Now that is an unbelievable idea.
That is a fantastic idea. It really is.
Did 2 weeks ago here on the weekend, an 8-year-old kid got kicked out.
Oh my
A coach pitch kid.
Here?
Yes. In one of those tournaments. Man, I love that idea. That needs to.
That's a great idea.
How's that enforced?
In any sport. Any sport.
That's awesome.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine if it was me and I'm griping at a soccer game and then I got to run up? I'd die. That probably wouldn't work. I'd have to stand there at midfield and just kind of blow the whistle.
I'm not going to say anything because I know where that's going to get me.
Yeah. More fat shaming.
Not saying anything about that.
Oh.
All right. A story that we had earlier this week. Did you see what happened in Tulsa at Bailey Ranch Golf Course on Monday?
I did. I don't understand. I actually had that happen one time. We were waiting to get into a place, and some guys kind of moseyed up and kind of walked in line right in front of us. And I said, "Hey, guys, so we've been waiting for a long time, too. You need to move along." And they did. They actually got in line right behind us. And then Terry Latham, who he said, "Scott, look at their ears." And so I casually figured out a way that I could turn around and kind of glance, and their ears were messed up. I'm lucky that I wasn't in a pretzel.
At that point, do you say, "You know what, fellas, I was wrong here. Why don't you get up in front of me?" Could you do that?
Be aware of your surroundings, guys.
Okay, but here's the thing. I don't know if I can blame the dads on this one.
Yeah, I know where you're going
because
with it.
I think the Karens got him whipped.
I think the Karens got their tail whipped.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah. I don't ever have to worry about that with Melissa. Melissa's not going to talk trash to anybody.
Let's just pretend like she did, and she basically forced you to defend her honor against former MMA fighters, and you got rolled up in that pretzel that we were just talking about. and of course Sam is the first cause because he was out there messing around. How does that dinner go later that evening when you sat down for dinner with that awesome shrimp dish that you sent me the recipe for a couple weeks ago? How does the conversation start and how does it flow when you feel like, man, my wife just got me to get my butt kicked by MMA dudes?
Well, I mean, as I said, there's a lot better. There actually is a chance of me getting myself into that situation.
Well,
I'll admit there's no chance of Melissa, but yeah, that would not be. I don't know how you'd sit across the table. I mean, first of all, there's still got to be a little bit of shame that you just got rolled in front of your whole family. But there's also got to be a lot of anger that your wife got you into something
like that
you really didn't have a whole lot of options. Yeah, from there on.
Yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do as a man? You got to defend the honor.
Yeah.
And then you roll out there thinking, "Watch this," and then you notice that cauliflower ear, and then you just go, "Uh-oh."
I think I got a feeling as soon as they saw those guys take that stance that they took, they were like, "Oh man,
Oh no,
what did I do? This is not going to end well."
And you still had the ladies were still out there talking trash as their husbands were getting destroyed.
Just going. And that one guy took on like 3.
Oh, yeah, the MMA guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he just whipped them all. I mean, it didn't even look like he tried.
Oh, man. It's so bad.
So what else you got?
So bad.
What do you got on your plate this weekend? What's coming up down there at Garrison Financial?
What we got on the plate this weekend? Well, I'm going to go listen to some great music tomorrow night, some great local music. If you ever have a chance to go listen to great local music, folks,
hey,
I mean,
I think I'm going
I've
to.
heard people complain about this for decades. We never have any music. We have some great local musicians that play around here pretty often. Go support them. Go check them out. I realize this is a sports show.
Oh, no, that's fine.
But,
T. Willie.
You know,
Is that who you're talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
And Jordan Kane.
Oh, really? I didn't know
He's going to be out there too. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yep.
Might be a day that we ought to hit the golf course early.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen.
Pre-game for the concert.
That's probably going to happen
and
too.
just see what happens.
Yeah. That's that.
Make sure if anybody lips off that you look at their ears before we get too serious about it.
Speaking of the golf course, so explain to me, because I saw it and then I was working. So what happened with the guys that got kicked off of the European tour?
Like Westwood and those guys?
Yeah, what happened there?
I think what they did was that when they went to live, they basically renounced their rights to the DP World Tour. And then there's some legalese there. I guess they've all paid the fines except for Sergio, which is not
Who'd have thought
which
Sergio
is not
would
surprising.
be the baby about the whole thing.
Exactly. So I think there's just kind of some mumbo jumbo about the live and all. You know.
So are you going to go to the live deal? And
I wish I was, but no, because I'll either be in the Bricktown ballpark next Saturday for the that's where I hope I'm at.
Yeah.
For the state baseball finals, or member guest is here.
That's true.
I've got a pretty funny video about the member guest I'll send you from the Club Pro guy, but we can't play it on the air and let everybody enjoy it. But it's pretty funny about your guest and and how you can break up with them and the reasons why maybe you should.
Can break up with them.
No, it's pretty good.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Hey, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me on today.
Scott at SoonerWealth.com, 124 North Main Street, Garrison Financial.
Come see me.
Absolutely.
See me. Let's go Elks.
That's right. Let's go Big Elks. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, the Roundup for Jesus Rodeo Weekend coming up at Butler Brothers Arena tomorrow and Sunday. Tyler McDowell's here to talk about that. You may not be able to reach Scott today.
He almost gave me a heart attack. I almost didn't.
We'll be right back. Skinny on Sports right here on the Garrison Financial Friday.
Hello, my name is Scott Garrison. You may remember me as Scott the Barber or just as Ron and Carla's son. I've been involved in our community since opening Scott's Barbershop on the southeast corner of 3rd and Main in 1998. Now I'm back in the same building as Garrison Financial. I started investing in my 20s. I invested through the dot-com crash and the Great Recession. I started caring for other people's money in 2018, and I truly enjoy sitting down with my clients, understanding their wants and needs as well as what keeps them up at night. Whether my friends just want me to invest a little of their savings or want me to work with their taxes tax and legal professionals to strive towards optimal efficiency, we can do it all. I believe communication is key to helping my clients reach their goals. For if we are faithful over a few things, we shall be given more. Contact me at scott@soonerwealth.com. Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Garrison Financial and Cambridge are not affiliated. This communication is strictly intended for individuals residing in the states of Colorado, Nevada, Oklahoma, and Texas. No offers may be made or accepted from any resident outside the specific states referenced. Cambridge does not offer tax and legal advice.
The Skinny on Sports.
Yeah! Coming on, yeah!
Welcome back. Skinny on Sports, 98.1 FM, the sports animal. Scott was just in here. It's a Garrison Financial Friday. Man, he can do it all down there at 124 North Main. Full financial planning. He shops the open market, which will bring you the best value on your life insurance and your investments. If you're one of those people that kind of like to dabble with your own stuff and manage your own stuff, but you're just not sure how to do it, he could charge you hourly to build you a plan that then you can manage yourself, or he can just manage all your investments. Scott@soonerwealth.com is his email address. 124 North Main is the location down there, the corner of 3rd and Main, right here in downtown Elk City. Joining us now is Mr. Tyler McDowell, the Roundup for Jesus Rodeo Weekend coming up this weekend at Butler Brothers Arena. Tyler, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, so Danny, I've seen him in here a couple of different times throughout the last couple of weeks. It's kind of given us an idea of what's going on. Just start out and tell us what the purpose is of the Roundup for Jesus Rodeo Weekend and kind of an idea of how everything rolls.
Okay, yeah. It's an exciting weekend. I mean, the whole purpose of our rodeo is, of course, a mission for us. It's put on by Great Plains Baptist Association, and our purpose during the rodeo is we put on a regular rodeo, all the standard events, and then in the middle of it, we'll take a break, and a good friend of mine named Marty Brock, he's going to ride out in the middle of the arena horseback, and he's actually going to preach a short, very clear message. And hopefully during that we will be able to see some lives change through that. And that's our whole purpose of putting on this whole rodeo. But that's what we're after.
So how did this come about? Well, what was the impetus of planning this and figuring out a way to make this all work?
Well, I rodeoed myself for many years, and I was actually got to be a part of a rodeo just like this in another part of the state. And I really just – being in ministry myself, I just saw the effectiveness of it, and I saw how well people responded. Because you really think about it, anybody from any walk of life can come enjoy a rodeo. You know, not everybody enjoys going to watch a baseball game or football, whatever. You know, if you want to put on an event that any walk of life can come and enjoy, it's a rodeo, because it's almost like going to a NASCAR race. You know, they don't want to see anybody get killed, but you know, if they see a crash, they don't want to miss it. You know, and rodeo offers that sometimes.
Absolutely.
So it to me it makes sense to have something like this, because rodeo and God and the Lord in America just all kind of go hand in hand. Is that
Absolutely.
the sense you get when you see that crowd come on out? It just feels like this is where everybody needs to be.
Very much, very much. I mean, the rodeo world really embraces, the Christian side of things, you know, and I've got many friends in rodeo that are Christian guys and girls, and you know, they're serious about their faith, and they're not afraid to talk about it on a national stage, you know, as far as rodeo goes. And so the rodeo world really embraces the concept of who we are in the Lord, and they really aren't afraid to get that message out there.
Outside of bull riding, my favorite thing about rodeo is the beginning of it, where we still pray.
Yes.
We still pray, and we still put our hand on our heart to salute the flag.
That's right.
And it's a very family-oriented event.
Very much. I mean, that's the two, you know, most important things, you know, that we recognize, you know, in the cowboy world and the rodeo world is the fact that we still have the freedom and the right to pray, and also to know that we live in a country that affords us the opportunity to rodeo and to pursue dreams and goals that we have, you know, and so we're not afraid to salute that and things like that, and recognize, you know, just what a great nation we live in that allows us to do things like this.
That's right.
Amen. Talking to Tyler McDowell, Roundup for rodeo. Hang on a minute. Roundup for Jesus rodeo weekend coming up Saturday and Sunday here in Elk City, Butler Brothers Arena. Everybody knows where that's at. The schedule of events: a meal tomorrow night, mutton busting at 6 for 6 and unders. Kind of how does that going to roll?
Well, we got the free meal starting around 5:30. And that's absolutely free. I mean, anybody that comes up around 5:30, we're going to have a good barbecue sandwich for you, and of course, admission is free. That's also a kicker. And at 6 o'clock, our mutton busting is going to start. And of course, that's 6 and under kids getting on sheep and all that. And some call that the only legal form of child abuse. You know, you throw little kids on those sheep. You know, but it's great. The kids love it.
The kids can say no. Let's be clear.
They can say no. They sign up to do it.
But, they want to do it.
They have a blast. You know, it's one of those things. Sheep aren't going to hurt them, but they have a blast. It's great for the kids. And the winner each night of the mutton busted will receive a belt buckle.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So then the rodeo actually starts both nights, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
There's free giveaways throughout the whole thing as well.
Yeah, not only is the admission free, but if you come out, you're going to get a chance to win a 50-inch flat screen TV both nights. When you come in the gate, you'll receive a booklet with a ticket in it, and we'll call the number of that ticket during the rodeo, and you have a chance to win that TV. And so, here's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of things to go to, but if I know I could go eat a meal, get in for free, and possibly take home a TV, that sounds like a pretty good deal.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this. Everything is free. So how can people get involved to pay for what's going to be happening on the donation side of things?
Well, they could offer donations if they want to. That we certainly don't, say no. But our goal is for people to come out and hear the message that's going to be shared. And of course, rodeo is the draw, because like I said, any walk of life can come and enjoy rodeo and kind of get involved in that Western culture. But if somebody wanted to donate, wanted to help out that way, they sure can. But we just want people to come and enjoy it, and hopefully people will hear that message that we're wanting to share, and hopefully it'll change some lives. That's what we're after.
Name some names that's been involved with this for a while. That helps put this on.
Okay, well, Danny Rager, of course, with Great Plains Baptist Association, has done a lot of work to get some things going. Here's how we kind of split it up, is that I kind of handle everything inside the arena, and Danny kind of handles everything outside of the arena.
That seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how my wife treat her homework. She handles the inside of the house. I handle the outside of the house.
There you go. Well, and there's been so many churches in our association involved, and trying to get things ready to go, given financially, things like that. And all the churches of Great Plains Baptist Association have been great. And I'll tell you what, I really want to thank the Rodeo Champions Rodeo Committee that puts on the rodeo in September, your committee here in Elk City. They are one of the best committees around, in my opinion. Not only do they put on a great rodeo, but they've been very kind to us, letting us come in and put on our rodeo here in Elk City. And they've just been very, very kind and welcoming, and kind of just let's just do our thing, And but they've been excellent, and so I'm really grateful for them for just allowing us to come into Elk City and do this. And but there's been numerous people that have been involved in planning and coordinating. A guy named Jace Hargrove from right here in Elk City. He's the pastor at Carter. He's been a big help trying to get everything going, and so there's been a lot that's involved, and I tell you what, we got a really great team.
What about from the stock contractor side? Whose animals are going to be out there getting rode and all that kind of thing?
Okay, it's Big Horn Rodeo Company they're down around McAllister. Kyle Robinson is the owner of that rodeo company. He's a great guy. But here's the good thing about Kyle. Kyle puts on a lot of rodeos, but he really believes in what we're doing. He believes in our goal, our mission, all that kind of thing, and so he's great to work with. He really goes above and beyond to try to make his end the best it can be, because he knows what we're trying to do. We want the rodeo to be good experience for everybody, because hopefully they'll come and they'll hear the message, but if the experience is not good, maybe they don't come back, So Kyle really helps us, try to make that end of things the best it can be, and we're really grateful for him.
We're speaking with Tyler McDowell. Roundup for Jesus Rodeo Weekend, Great Plains Baptist Association putting this on. Starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow and also Sunday right here in Elk City at Butler Brothers Arena. I want to go back to the mutton busting.
Yeah.
Because just thinking about it, I've got videos of my son when he was young trying to do this, and I've also got a picture with a little sad face when he fell off and broke his collarbone one time.
No,
But it's a blast. You know, the rodeo itself, everybody's used to seeing those different events. I mean, it comes out in September, what have you. But this is something just a little bit different than, I'm telling you, is well worth everybody's time to get there. Not only the free meal on Saturday, but to watch those kids and get involved in that.
I'll tell you what, here's the funnest thing about the mutton busting is not only is it just fun to watch the kids participate, and some of them, you know, they don't make it very far, and that's okay, you know. But for the kids that do, and especially the ones that actually get to win, the smile on their face and, you know, just how happy it makes them. It's worth it to see that. And you know, like you said earlier, this is a family event, you know, and we want it that way. And for them to have a chance to participate in what we're doing through the mutton busting is a really great thing because the kids get involved. You know, we went and handed out tickets, advertising to all the schools. And so hopefully a lot of those kids will be there and they'll actually get to participate in something. So it's a pretty neat deal.
That's good.
You're good?
I'm good. That's exciting.
All right, so one last time, just the schedule of events throughout the weekend coming up for the rodeo.
Yeah, so Saturday, meal at 5:30. 6 o'clock kicks off our mutton busting. Rodeo is at 7 o'clock. And our opening, you know, we very much God and country. You know, we honor the Lord, but we also honor our great nation, you know, and that's something that's very important to us. So Sunday night, we don't do the free meal on Sunday night, but mutton busting still kicks off at 6 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock rodeo time. And I tell you what, we've got a really good lineup of contestants this year, and I was excited about that. So you're going to see some good rodeo action. So we're excited.
Awesome. Tyler McDowell, roundup for Jesus Rodeo Weekend right here in Elk City this weekend. 7 o'clock Saturday and Sunday. The rodeo starts 6 o'clock for the mutton busting Saturday and Sunday. Then the free meal at 5:30, a barbecue sandwich. I mean, there's nothing more God country than that.
The barbecue sandwich.
That's
right.
It
just adds to it, doesn't it?
Absolutely does. Tyler, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and hope everything goes great with the rodeo, but also the message that is going to be out there gets accepted by a lot of people that you know, belt buckles are cool, but what that message gives you if you accept it is the best thing you'll ever accept.
You know, buckles will tarnish, they'll rust, they'll get dust on them, and they're great to win, and they're good memories. But, you know, the point is, if someone hears the message and they accept Christ as their Savior, that's going to be the greatest thing that ever happens in their life. And I'm speaking from experience because that's why I'm here to be a part of this, is because I know the Lord, and He's made, you know, all the difference in my life. And I hope people this weekend will get to experience that very same thing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll try to kind of round up all these spring sports results, what's happening.
I see.
I got two pages.
A lot of information there.
Front and back for everything, and probably left something off. And if we have time, we probably won't. All right, we'll be back. Skinny on Sports on a Garrison Financial Friday.
Hello, my name is Scott Garrison. You may remember me as Scott the Barber or just as Ron and Carla's son. I've been involved in our community since opening Scott's Barbershop on the southeast corner of 3rd and Main in 1998. Now I'm back in the same building as Garrison Financial. I started investing in my 20s. I invested through the dot-com crash and the Great Recession. I started caring for other people's money in 2018, and I truly enjoy sitting down with my clients, understanding their wants and needs as well as what keeps them up at night. Whether my friends just want me to invest a little of their savings or want me to work with their tax and legal professionals to strive towards optimal efficiency, we can do it all. I believe communication is key to helping my clients reach their goals. For if we are faithful over a few things, we shall be given more. Contact me at scott@soonerwealth.com. Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Garrison Financial and Cambridge are not affiliated. This communication is strictly intended for individuals residing in the states of Colorado, Nevada, Oklahoma, and Texas. No offers may be made or accepted from any resident outside the specific states referenced. Cambridge does not offer tax and legal advice.
Are you crying? Are you crying?
The Skinny on Sports.
There's no crying in baseball!
Are we sure? Welcome back. Skinny on Sports, 98.1 FM, the sports animal.
I'm biting my lip.
It's a Garrison Financial Friday. Thank you to Scotty G for joining us this morning. Man, he'll do anything. He'll do everything for you You'll work with your accountants to streamline the tax ramifications, get those returns in order to be filed, manages your investments, builds you a plan that you can manage. Looking for the best value on life insurance and investment opportunities. Scott at SoonerWealth.com. 124 North Main Street right here in Elk City is his address. And in honor of Scott, we will start the spring sports rundown with baseball. I'm kidding, Scott. I'm kidding. With soccer. So last night, the quarterfinals of the 4A boys and girls soccer playoffs. And to nobody's surprise, the Clinton Red Tornadoes, two-time defending state champs, a rematch of last year's title game. And they make quick work of Chickasha 3-1. So Clinton into the semifinals. They will play Metro Christian in the semis. On the girls' side, the Custer County Conflict soccer style goes to Weatherford. The Lady Eagles blank the Lady Reds 1-0. Weatherford will move into the semifinals against Holland Hall. Woodward is there as well. Woodward knocked out Bethany 2-1. So Woodward and Metro Christian on one side of the bracket, Weatherford and Holland Hall on the other side of the 4A girls soccer bracket. Let's see. We have girls golf yesterday. Final rounds of the state tournaments. We'll start in 2A. The three-time state champion now is Turner. Listen to this, Jared. Turner shot .604. Tishomingo was second at .757. That is a 153-shot win. And when you think about so Turner shot .604 for 2 rounds, which is an average of
You notice I'm speechless?
Which is an average of .302. If they shot you know what I'm saying? If they shot the same score both days, it'd be .302. What is half of .302?
151.
That means they could have played 45 holes with everybody else playing 36, and they'd have still won by 2 shots.
What I tell you yesterday, they could, if they chose not even to use their driver for the rest of the day.
It's incredible.
They would be okay.
Man, that's incredible. I mean, it was 757, 759, second and third. It was almost like back in 2000 when Tiger was dominating everything.
Yeah.
It was a great race for second. Nobody cared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but that's just the truth. Yeah, so Turner is your 3-time now defending state champion in 2A girls golf. They had the top 4 medalists, which makes sense when you win by that many. You know you're going to have some of the best scores.
Pretty good scores, yeah.
Mangum ended up 9th at 882. Merritt was 10th at 888. Individually, Cordell's Birdie Brown, freshman, placed 9th. Congratulations to her. That's a great first state tournament for Birdie. 82.95 were her scores for a total of 177. So 9th place there for Birdie Brown. Individually now for the teams that made it. Mangum, Cassie Whetstone ended up at 203. She shot 97.106. Asumi Sakakabara, 206 with a 108.98. Kiara McGill, 231. That's 116.115. Caselyn Brignan shot 259. It's 139 and 120. And then Ashley Denton just played yesterday. I don't know what happened on Wednesday. She shot 103 yesterday. For Merritt, freshman Bentley Whitson led them with 211. 103, 108. Peyton Broadbent, 225. It was 114, 111. Madison Robinson shot 226 total with a 102, 124. Miley Flowers, 228. She was consistent, 113, 115. Then Mia Shepard, 247 was her total at 125, 122. On the 4A girls side, over at Weatherford, score one for the public schools, Jared.
Saw that.
Ada Lady Cougars are your champ in 4A by 2 shots. They shot 669, 2 ahead of Bishop McGinnis's 671. Fort Gibson came in third at 683. So it was pretty interesting because there was a pretty big gap then down to 4. So you kind of had a 3-team race, and then The race for fourth was won by the Clinton Lady Reds at 7:15. Weatherford jumped up a couple of spots yesterday into fifth at 7:30, and Elk City ends up seventh at 7:39. I noticed that in the individual race, I would almost guarantee these two are sisters. You wonder if they're twins from Bishop McGinnis. Abby and Allie Justice.
I would.
First and second.
I'm pretty sure they're sisters.
Oh, I mean, especially the
sure
way.
they're sisters.
And listen, it's not Justice like Justice. They spell the last name is spelled Justiz.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm telling you, they're.
Oh, clearly there's relation. I just
Yeah.
At what point? Yeah.
Anyway, Abby won at 151. Allie was second at 152. So one sister beat the other by a shot for the individual state title. Individually, though, for the 3I-40 teams, for Elk City, congratulations to Brett Barnett, as Brett Barnett is an All-Stater by one shot at 173. She shot 82.91. So, Brett, congrats on a fantastic career and just a really awesome thing for her to be able to be named an All-Stater. Campbell Rainey was just a couple of shots back, another senior there for Elk City at 176. Cam shot 86 and 90. Cameron Edney, even 200 after a 92 on Wednesday. Struggled a bit yesterday for a 108. Jaden Manning also ended up at an even 200 with a 95-105. And then Kaylin Burton, I had a feeling that she would shoot a better score yesterday than she did on Wednesday. Sure enough, she did. Senior Kaylin Burton shoots 201 total, 103 and a 98. For Weatherford, Rachel Caruth, I think, is the other All-Stater, if I remember right, if she's a senior. She shot 159 total, which was an 80 and a 79. Then I know these two are twins, McKinley and Addison Elwick. They both shot 93 on Wednesday. Yesterday, McKinley followed her 193 up with another one. Addison shot a 96. Reagan Rosenkrantz, 96-104. Emma McCurdy, 102-100. And then for the Clinton Lady Reds, Addison Litke finished at 171, 82-89. Kat Meacham had a really nice state tournament as a senior, 174, one shot behind Brett with 81-93. Grace Meacham, 177 with 88-89. Addison Newcomb, 197. She shot 96-101. And then Riley Cummins also at 197 with 100 and then a 97 yesterday. So, kind of one of those deals that those three played pretty decent. Mm-hmm. Just were a little bit behind where they needed to be as far as to try to win a team state championship. But I will say this, if you look at what's coming back over at Clinton, they've got a pretty good nucleus to build on for next year. Sure enough, Rachel Carew from Weatherford was the other All-Stater out west with that 159. Her and Brett are the two All-Staters.
Awesome.
So, now, Jared, let's see, we got tennis today. Girls tennis state tournament starts today. Track meets start today for the state track meets. And then also now let's shift it to baseball. We saw a couple of different area hats that we didn't plan on seeing at the regional here at Elk City yesterday. A Fort Cobb Broxton hat. We saw Taylor, the head coach at Canute, because they didn't have anything to do with the way it was raining and their state tournaments being pushed back. And we thought maybe they'd get to play today. That's not going to be the case for either Class A or Class B. So the Class A and Class B state baseball tournaments have been pushed to Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Here is how this schedule works. Tomorrow, wherever you were supposed to play on Thursday and whatever time you were supposed to play on Thursday, you're going to. Everything is exactly the same tomorrow for both Class A and Class B. Okay? Then on Sunday, the sites are the same. So A is at Edmond North, B is at Edmond Santa Fe. Difference, though, the times. Be 2 o'clock and 4:30. Then on Monday, the finals will be both at Edmond Santa Fe. The Class B state final will be at 2. The Class A state final will be at 5. Did I get that right?
I think you did.
So that means tomorrow, Edmond North, 6:30, Canute, Laverne. That also means at Edmond Santa Fe tomorrow at 6:30, Fort Cobb, and who they play? Is it Vici?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fort Cobb and Vici. And then after that, here's the weird thing. If you go looking for the bracket on OSSAA.com, you have to go to the baseball tab, because right on the front page where it says scoreboard, it's not updated yet.
It's not updated.
Yeah, so you have to go to the sports tab, click on baseball, and those brackets are updated as we speak to the way that's going to work. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Class A and B baseball state tournaments.
Okay, I'm going to be critical now.
Why?
Why take it out of Bricktown for the finals, where it was originally supposed to be?
I have no idea.
The Dodgers aren't playing there. They don't play there until the 16th.
I do not know. You'll have to ask the people at Bricktown.
I just like a little explanation. It's cool for those kids to play there.
That'll be something we have to get somebody on the horn from the OSSAA or Bricktown Ballpark, because I cannot tell you why that would happen.
Okay.
Don't know. It could be a myriad of different answers to that question. Un-Dodger related.
Could be.
Who knows what could be there already on the schedule. You'd have to.
There's nothing Dodgers happening there until the 16th.
You wouldn't think it'd be anything.
And then I wondered, well, maybe they want to avoid tearing up the field. Maybe it's still a little soggy, and I don't know, are these fields in Edmond turfed?
I would assume, obviously not, or they'd be playing today.
That's a good point.
I mean, unless it looks like Tuttle.
Oh, man.
Where it was underwater.
That was insane. Man, that's scary. Do you think that has a damaging effects?
I have no idea. That was crazy when I saw that picture.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
Tuttle's turf field underwater.
Yeah, underwater. That was wild.
I mean, anything underwater can be good, so I hope that's not a bad thing for them.
Rained hard, fast.
It did.
Now, today, there's still baseball going on right here at Ackley Park. So yesterday, the Class 4A Regional here at Elk City was played as scheduled, outside of just a small little delay for Chickasha, which, do you have that pulled up to read? Did we read that yet?
I can. Give me a second.
But anyhow, things are right on schedule. First game yesterday morning, the Elk City Elks defeated Mount St. Mary 4-0. Cooper Church threw a 7-inning shutout, scattered 3 or 4 hits. I think he walked 1, struck out 8. The bats for Elk City got going early. Colin Church had a solo home run in the first. Hopper had a solo home run in the second. But a really good job by Landon Riggs, the left fielder who came in for Mount St. Mary and put the kibosh on the Big Elk offense from the middle of the third inning on. Actually, I think he ended up throwing off because Hopper hit the solo home run on the first at-bat of the third inning, and that's when Riggs came in. And so he threw 4 innings of shutout baseball and gave up a hit and walked 1.
We kind of said
kept it right there.
That's just Mount St. Mary just trying. They're looking at the bigger picture, but he kept him right there, gave him really a chance to win.
Yeah, when you looked at the innings thrown on the stats that we had from them, Riggs had only thrown 11 innings throughout the season. You know, there's obviously the second starter outside of Shropshire that was in the 46 inning range, I think, and then there was a guy. There's like almost a 30 inning and almost to like 23. You're wondering, I was wondering, okay, this guy can throw, and it's 4-0 in the third. Let's not waste anybody. Man, he was awesome.
He was good. Very
good. Gave them a chance, and there was some situations in that game that Mount St. Mary had a chance to really put the pressure on the Elks. A double play with runners on first and third and 1 out that the Elks turned, and then that crazy pickoff play that when they had first and third, 1 out, the 6th inning maybe. And the Elks got an out and then a strikeout. And next thing you know, it was diffused. So that Elk City wins 4-0. Then Chickasha beat Sulphur 10-4. That game was tied going into the 6th. And Chickasha scored 6 runs in the top of the 6th inning to pull away and win 10-4. So that set up the Elks and Chickasha in the winner's bracket last night. Both aces going. on both sides, and Cash Mayfield did what Cash Mayfield does. Threw a complete game shutout, struck out 17, walked 4, gave up like 3 or 4 hits. What was it, Leighton Young? He was great on the other side, keeping the Elks at bay. And Cale Poole, the senior catcher for the Elks. RBI single in the second and RBI double in the third or fourth. I think it was the fourth, were the only runs for either side. So Elk City moves into the regional winners bracket game today at 2 o'clock. Last night, Mount St. Mary came back, scored 3 runs in the 7th to tie it against Sulphur. They were down 3-0. They tie it and then end up winning in 8 innings, 6-3. So at noon, it'll be Mount St. Mary and Chickasha. The winner of that will play the Elks. Elk City with the chance to advance to the 4A state tournament today for the second straight year on their home field here at Ackley Park. Good stuff yesterday, I thought.
I love those grind-out wins, pitching versus pitching like we saw in that Chickasha game. Of course, Cash is spent. Let me ask you the question here because of Brian. He went for 90 pitches?
He's done.
So he's done too. So keep in mind, that's something to think about if Chickasha were able to win that noon game today. So it's not going to be ace versus ace, clearly.
Yeah, you have to. I think if I remember right, if you throw 35 pitches, you have to sit a day.
Okay. So
50 is 2, and then it goes up from there.
So it's imperative for Elk City to get their bats going against whoever Chickasha throws at them and get on them early and avoid that Saturday game.
We don't know for sure it's Chickasha.
Right. I'm sorry. I need to stop assuming.
Yeah, they have to beat
Mount St. Mary is just
place.
as capable of winning too. Yeah, I'm not trying to. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just had it in my head that we're going to get a feisty rematch.
I think that's what people are hoping for.
I think so too.
No,
I got that pulled up. Speaking of
go ahead.
Of cool things here. If those who don't know, the second game yesterday was delayed just a little bit because Chickasha was on their way and their bus broke down around the Weatherford area, and Elk City went and sent a bus over there, picked them up, got them here, and so they could play their games. Jerry Don Bray, he's the athletic director for Chickasha. Great guy, by the way. Every time we've been over at Chickasha,
absolutely
helps us out. Always ask us if we need anything from water, from power, from internet, everything. Very helpful over there. He sent a letter to the OSSA, and the OSSA posted it or an email, and it says, "Today our activity bus broke down on I-40 near Weatherford on our way to Elk City for baseball regionals. I called Brian Hunt, of course, he's Elk City's athletic director. He had a bus for us in 20 minutes. While our bus was on the side of the road, a Clinton bus passed and called their AD, who's Eugene Jefferson. Coach Jay sent their mechanic to check on us. Great people in Western Oklahoma, and they helped us get to our regional game on time." That's cool stuff. And that's, take the jerseys off. That's just humans helping humans. And that's like what you like to see. And that's expected out here in Western Oklahoma.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very, very good.
Stuff.
That's and like you said, Jerry Don has been great. Anything that I'll never forget the COVID year of football. Played the Saturday afternoon of OU Texas that year in October.
Yeah,
we get to the stadium at Chickasha, and the way the press box sits, there's the press box, and then there's kind of another side press box where we're always at to kind of have plenty of space and to operate the way we need to, or the way we want to anyhow. And we get there, and he's telling us to back up.
Yeah.
And back, if you don't remember, he literally had to lock everything up for 2 weeks if the COVID thing happened, and it did there. And so they hadn't even been up there in 2 weeks. We get there, and there are wasps aplenty. And he's got the spray, and he, it was pretty funny if it wasn't, as serious as getting attacked by a bunch of wasps. But that's just he's a good dude. And
it's funny because
what I'm trying to say is, if it had been the other way around, he'd have absolutely done for Elk City or Clinton or whoever what we did for them.
Yeah, Canute was over there for area basketball this past season, and he's always, and I went, and I always do this. I buy 2 bottles of water before my broadcast. I went to the concession stand. I bought 2 bottles of water. I walked by. He sees me. He goes, "Man, I could have got you water. You just asked." And that's just what I do. I have a habit. I follow my habits. But Yeah, he's always been helpful. And it's funny that you speak about the Wasp. It was just this past season. I won't name where we went, but we're at a place. We go into the press box. There's the Wasp. And we had to take care of them. And I kept thinking, man, if we're in Chickasha, they're helping us out here.
Actually, we better not.
No, we better not because they're very sensitive. So, yeah, that's a cool story right there. But all that aside, hopefully if we play Chickasha, they get a bus to go home. And what was cool is that Hunt sent one of those brand new buses, too. They were riding in style.
Yeah, Tom went and picked them up.
Yeah.
It was good stuff. Yeah. So here's the schedule for today. That game will start at noon. Mount St. Mary and Chickasha is a noon start. The winner plays the Big Elks, scheduled for 2. Of course, we'll have it right here on BigElkTV.com. Jared and I will be at Ackley Park. All right. As we did yesterday, and this is as much for the people in this building as outside of it, as we approach 2 o'clock, we will update the Big Elk TV Facebook page with the start time.
Which we did yesterday.
So
it seemed to work.
We'll let you know. You know, if you tune in at 2 and it's not there, check the Big Elk TV Facebook page, and we'll kind of let you know what's going on there.
Right.
Because there's a chance, this game's run a little bit over time, and so we'll keep you updated as the Mount St. Mary Chickasha game goes along, kind of where we're at schedule-wise. Check the Big Elk TV Facebook page. It'll have it right there, ready to go. When pregame is, when the projected starting time is. That way you won't miss anything. First pitch of the Elks and whoever the opponent is in the regional final this afternoon at Ackley Park. Even better. Obviously we want everybody in town to watch BigElkTV.com. But, and kudos to school, the high school, the middle school, the intermediate school, the elementary, kudos to everybody there because, man, that crowd for both of those games yesterday was awesome. Jay even texted, last night with me and Possum, like, man, how cool is that crowd? What I'm trying to tell you is, yeah, we want you to watch. We'd rather you just be watching on your phone from the stands.
Yeah.
Get out and support in person at Ackley Park today.
Well, what I liked about the crowd, yes, they're there and watching and cheering, but at certain situations of the game, they realized what was going on, so they were engaged.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They knew this is a big out. We need to get this guy right here. It's a full count. We got bases loaded. Let's get this strike. Or, they were engaged as the game went on. Because listen, baseball can be boring. I get it. It's a slow sport. But it doesn't have to be boring. Just be engaged and understand the situation. I'm not preaching here because the fans were just that.
Yeah, it was awesome. Very, very awesome. And so noon for the first game. Big Elks play at 2-ish. I'm going to go with 2-ish. Just to be safe.
I like that, the ish.
Other regionals, we mentioned Tuttle. They weren't able to get going whatsoever because of the rain. But Clinton did play. They were down. Are they at Lone Grove?
Yes,
they're at Lone Grove. I saw they lost the first game to Newcastle 16-7. I never saw a score with Clinton and Bridge Creek. I know that Lone Grove's in the driver's seat as the Elks are. They had 2 shutout wins, 8-0 over Bridge Creek and 10-0 against Newcastle. I never did see a Clinton Bridge Creek score. I wondered if maybe they didn't get that in with rain later on in the evening down there. I have no idea. I just never saw one, but I did see the first game that Clinton got beat 16-7 by Newcastle. So they were going to play an elimination game against Bridge Creek. It may have already been played. There's just no score posted, or maybe it's coming today. I haven't seen anything.
I haven't seen it.
And I never saw a Weatherford Bethany score either.
And that was at Bethany? Or no, that was...
No, they were at Blanchard. So I bet you they didn't play. With what we saw at Tuttle.
Oh, no, yeah.
I bet you they never played a snitch of a game there probably today because Tuttle's field is turf. Blanchard's field is natural
yeah.
and it's kind of down.
Yeah.
In that hole there at Blanchard. So I would suspect they didn't play anything yesterday at Blanchard, but I don't know that. I just judging by not finding scores, I'm going to assume that's right.
Based on all this, assuming what happens today, or Elk City, it feels like is the only regional that's on time, and we won't probably know a state tournament bracket. Kind of like the small school, they had to wait until about Monday mid-morning, about this time, until a bracket came out.
Yeah,
just something to be aware of. They might
no
still
doubt.
be playing some baseball on Sunday, even Monday.
Yeah, I saw the entire schedule. Oh man, at Tuttle, I can't remember what it was. Throughout the week, anyway. Yeah, you're right. I would actually be surprised if on Monday's show we have any idea. Mm-hmm. I would be surprised if we know. I think that's going to be a Tuesday thing.
Well, I think we
Monday
got a
afternoon
good idea of where Thursday will be. It'll be the Edmond area. Is that what?
Somewhere in the city. It just depends on what happens. And here's the problem with that too, though. With all these things, depending on where some of those schools are that are north or Santa Fe or UConn or whoever else that would be willing to host, if they're pushed back and they're not finished, then nobody knows. Those sites don't know.
Yeah.
If they can host because they've still got teams in it.
Right.
And they're not, the way it was explained to me was it's going to be in the city area for Thursday and Friday. Just don't know where yet because those schools are waiting to see if their teams are participating in their state tournaments. And then, of course, at that point, they wouldn't host. It'd have to be somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this may be with the rain, it's great. But as far as the scheduling and the logistics of all this, it's thrown it's thrown it into chaos. And yeah, you're right. I mean, heck, we might not even know till Tuesday morning depending on what happens. It looks good right now, weather-wise, all across the state of Oklahoma to finish
this weekend
somehow. Or even to Monday.
Yeah.
But then after that, I think Wednesday, then you got Friday and Saturday. There could be kind of the same issues that they're dealing with in the A and B state tournament next week for the rest.
Of all this we've talked about state tournament sites, we never even mentioned, where we know it won't be, 100%. Shawnee.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt.
Man, they've gone through some rough stuff with that tornado. It feels like a tradition to play state baseball in some form or fashion at Shawnee, whether it be first or second round or all of it or whatever. I think it had been
31 years. 31 straight years that they had hosted a state baseball tournament.
Now it's broken because of that dang tornado. So
that's right.
Thinking about them, I know that's rough stuff they're going through.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, man. Good show.
All right.
Don't forget the rodeo, the roundup for Jesus Rodeo Weekend. This weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday night, a free meal at 5:30. Mutton busting for 6 and under kids at 6. The rodeo starts at 7. Both Saturday and Sunday. No meal on Sunday, but you can come out free admission to enjoy the rodeo. It's going to be a great week. Don't forget Big Elks, 2 o'clock.
You've been listening to the Skinny on Sports podcast with Aaron Cow. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to get alerts of when the latest podcast is available. Thanks for listening.
That ball is blistered to right. Way back. Goodbye.
Hello, my name is Scott Garrison. You may remember me as Scott the Barber or just as Ron and Carla's son. I've been involved in our community since opening Scott's Barbershop on the southeast corner of 3rd and Main in 1998. Now I'm back in the same building as Garrison Financial. I started investing in my 20s. I invested through the dot-com crash and the Great Recession. I started caring for other people's money in 2018, and I truly enjoy sitting down with my clients, understanding their wants and needs as well as what keeps them up at night. Whether my friends just want me to invest a little of their savings or want me to work with their tax and legal professionals to strive towards optimal efficiency, we can do it all. I believe communication is key to helping my clients reach their goals. For if we are faithful over a few things, we shall be given more. Contact me at scott@soonerwealth.com. Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Garrison Financial and Cambridge are not affiliated. This communication is strictly intended for individuals residing in the states of Colorado, Nevada, Oklahoma, and Texas. No offers may be made or accepted from any resident outside the specific states referenced. Cambridge does not offer tax and legal advice.